My name is David Ahiome, and this is Becoming David, a podcast about healing out loud. I wasn't supposed to end up here, but life has a way of carving its own story into you before you understand what's happening. I was 10 years old when my innocence was traded away for a plate of rice. Molested, confused, silent. I carried that silence into manhood, not knowing it would shape everything that came after. I grew up, became the man who could pray in tongues on Sunday and still fight addictions on Monday. The man trying to rebuild a marriage that had already fallen apart. The son who finally met his father only to discover he never really wanted me. At 35, I looked around at the men I went to school with. Successful, established, thriving. And I wondered if I had somehow become the failure in the group photo. The funny thing is, I became a financial expert, or so I thought. I helped a few people multiply money, but I couldn't save mine. I blew through entire accounts on gambling and reckless spending, searching for something I couldn't name. But somewhere in the ruins, I found crypto. And for the first time in a long time, something clicked. Discipline, structure, a chance to rebuild, a future that didn't look like my past. Now, this podcast is where I unpack all of it, not to glorify trauma or promote get-rich-quick schemes, but to show what redemption actually looks like when it's still messy, still confusing, still becoming. We'll talk about faith and therapy, fatherhood and fatherlessness, money, sex, shame, relapse, recovery, grace, and growth. Sometimes it will just be me processing life in real time. Other times, I'll bring in people who are also becoming, like friends, therapists, pastors, and ordinary survivors with extraordinary stories. If you ever loved God but hated your life, if you ever felt behind, unqualified, ashamed, or broken in places no one can see, welcome home. I'm not perfect. I'm not fixed. I'm not there yet. I'm just becoming David.